been experimenting with some more romantic material lately, and I don't usually write about love. I tend to prefer short stories about unpleasant people. But this one is about love. And this is not a preamble. The poem actually started 3 lines ago. Most of the time, you'll miss the establishing shot, and that's okay. The narrative only makes sense retrospectively. 1964 teleplay, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. The version doesn't really matter, the songs are the same regardless, but this is the one I saw. Ermine Trim is in Loneliness of Evening. Do I love you because you're beautiful, or are you beautiful because I love you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream, or are you really as wonderful as you seem? And that made sense. I was 6, and it made sense. Love is making someone up for yourself and then agreeing to go along with the fiction. The mutual suspension of disbelief, our better selves dancing in Plato's cave, the prisoner's dilemma, and a heaven for atheists. Christian Keathley says that instead of cinephile, for someone who finds pleasure in film, the word ought to be cinephiliac, connoting disease, disorder, compulsion, obsessing over tiny little details, a complete loss of control and the free flow of textual links that surges into high-note delirium with cameos and caveats and making-ofs. My father started it, with the Chaplin's black and white cowboy moralities. Let's see if Tarzan and the lion are ever in the same shot. And what would the shoe be made of? No one eats leather, not even for their ours. But you don't have to beat Buster Keaton for the facade to fall. Sometimes the character development just does not make sense. And yeah, maybe it had something to do with the lighting or the sound design or the frame rate, which this time was just too high. The shared illusion will stretch and stray and it will find its limits. And here's a test. Can it accommodate the midi-chlorians and the guffins, the dirty dishes and toenail clippings, the personal space and the in-your-face and everything in between? That there are animators in New Zealand who can fake better skin than you will feel. You can game the system, figure out the next Searchlight sweetheart, knowing that even the Serbian sleeper hit has to go through the can-do marketplace, where Juliette Binoche owns the French Riviera. Et comme toutes les autres femmes, je tousse, je les carry. Love is believing someone else's press release, the one you helped write. It's enjoying the potholes and loose threads, the Monday's mise en abîme. It's suturing one gaze to another, a paradigm built on popcorn and backstory where the best case scenario is also the worst, because there are no credits. And credit your life, because it's not always easy stitching together a story when the character flows with breath-soaked potato-faced people. But silence in a language is golden, and these days you have to imagine the curtains anyway. So with even half a chance of being someone else's sweet invention, sign off. And in the sun dance unpleasant people into